is Tom Haak of the HR Trend Institute, and today I'm going to talk to you about photography, passion and purpose. The 3 P's, triple P. Recently I've started to photograph a little bit more again. I bought some nice Fujifilm cameras, so in the mornings I'm wandering around making some nice shoots. I have to learn a lot, so I turn to YouTube. That's my favorite channel if I want to learn something, and there I've entered a complete new world. There are mainly men who produce videos on Fujifilm cameras, how to shoot with Fujifilm, and so on and so on. And I want to give a tribute to some of the people who have really inspired me in the last months. There's Omar Gonzalez. I will put their links in the show notes. Andy Mumford, Chris Orange, Andrea Dima. There are many more, but those guys are fantastic. And they talk, for example, about their cameras. Difficult for me to replicate, but they say, hey, this is my XM1, the Fujifilm XM1. And it's a hidden gem in the Fujifilm cameras race. It's probably the cheapest, one of the cheapest cameras, but fantastic for landscape photography. And on my XM1 today, I have the, what is it called? The TT Artisan 35mm 1 point. It goes to 1.4. So manual focus, and this combination is super. And then they talk about the camera, they show some photographs. Sometimes they let you hear the clicks of the aperture ring. I'll try to replicate that. Do you hear the sound? Fantastic sound of the aperture ring, and so on and so on. What all those people have in common, that they have a super great passion for photography and making photographs and talking about it. And so this is the first P, is photography as an example of an area, a domain where clearly people are super passionate about. And of course the second P is then passion. The last months, luckily, I've been fortunate enough to be back at you could say the conference, on the conference train. So I've performed at some conferences, and there's always a speaker talking about the need for purpose, and passion. And generally the key message is something like, hey, a company without a clear purpose, that's nothing. And it's very important for companies to really align the purpose of the organization with the purpose of the people, and then you can create a winning organization. And then they show, of course, examples of companies that have done that. I always feel a little bit uncomfortable with these messages, because I think we might set our expectations too high, expectations for both the organizations and the people. Of course, if you have a nice purpose and you have people who are all aligned to that, nothing wrong with that. Well, I see many organizations with purpose statements and purpose messages. Well, often there's nothing wrong with it, but does it really excite the people who are talking about it? Not as much, I'm afraid, as the people who talk about their nice Fujifilm camera. But of course, let's assume a company has a great purpose statement. It's about personalization. There are many different types of people. Of course, there are the people whose purpose, individual purpose, is nicely aligned with the purpose of the organization. and those people probably feel enthused and they think, oh, there's the perfect match, and they want to work for that company, they want to contribute, they want to give their life and soul to that company. Ideal. But not all the people are like that. There are also people that say, well, you know, I have a nice job, I work for this organization, and I can contribute. I've heard, yeah, the purpose of this company, and well, it's fine with me, but for me, it's not so important that there is total alignment. I want to do a nice job, I want to learn a lot, and then maybe move on. And I think there's nothing wrong with those type of people. And there are, of course, also people say, it's the kind of the total mismatch. They say the purpose of that organization does not fit at all with my individual purpose, and then of course there's no match at all, and those people should probably not work there. But let's look at all those shades of you could say gray, and maybe accept that, and not set as the expectation and set as the goal that total alignment of purposes is the best thing you can have. I don't know. Some friction sometimes helps as well. One, you could say very much maybe a note that is not so necessary, but there are also quite some areas in the world where it's more about I need a job to earn money to take care of my family, to take care of myself, and there's more about other basic needs that have to be met, and purpose discussions maybe are not so not so appropriate in those type of context. So just a little cry from the heart. I think if anything, look at the video, the YouTube videos of people who are passionate about a Fuji film. I mentioned some of the names, especially Omar Gonzalez is great, even if you never photograph. There will be more videos coming. I hope to see you soon. If you want more, go to the website of the HR Trend Institute, and you could also go to my YouTube channel, Tom Haak YouTube, or link to me on LinkedIn. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe.